Now, disclaimer, this is not for everybody.
The photos were terrible. It looked like a very bad property, crappy property. Hey, let's go take a look.
Welcome to Loreto. I haven't heard of this town before this property was presented to me.
The difference between good and great, $2 million building and $2.5 million building.
And that's the magic. That's the magic of this whole business.
Recently, we invested in a property with our friends Daniel and Amanda Natajira. They are enrolled in our Value Add Network as members. This is Daniel's third deal, I think, since he joined a year ago. On this deal, I actually came in as a main investor on this, and we are splitting the profits 50-50 after a small preferred return. I always encourage our students to bring deals to the coaching call so we can talk about them. And Daniel brought up this deal. It's a 30,000 square foot office warehouse property in Loreto, Minnesota. Loreto is a small town, but it's very close to an affluent area called Medina. Also, in Loreto, in surrounding areas, there's a lot of $1 million, $2 million houses. So it's a very affluent area. So immediately I thought, hey, if you can get this deal at the right price, I think it's worth it. This property was 30% vacant and a bunch of rents were below market because property needed some TLC. TLC is tender love and care. In other words, it needed to be improved. We cut a deal, I got involved, and in today's video, we're gonna go visit and see the progress of the work and have them tell us what they have done to improve the value of the property.
We're driving to Loreto to meet with Daniel and Amanda to see their project, the progress, what they've done. We closed on this property 6 weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago now. I don't remember exact dates, but I haven't seen it since we bought the property. I'm excited to see the progress. I know they painted the exterior, they've rented some units. This property is definitely going to improve and they'll add tremendous amount of value. So this is our beautiful property, and that right there is our beautiful Daniel. Guy. Daniel right there, yeah. All right. Welcome to Loreto.
What's up, my beautiful people? I see the sign is being done.
Yeah.
I figured I'd visit you. This is such a beautiful building now that it was repainted, and I love the progress here. We only bought it, what, 2 months ago?
Yep. Yeah, 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Less than 2 months ago.
So how did you find the deal? Can you share with our audience?
So one of the things that we do is every single day we just track the market. We look at what's for sale out there, what's dropping prices, adjusting, all those kind of things. And since joining the community, we kind of learn how to identify what's a good deal based on price per square foot or based on the amount of rents that they're collecting, all those kind of things. And so we were looking at this at the market, and a notification came that day that, hey, they just dropped the price on this property. We had seen it, but the marketing was very bad. The agent didn't know what they were doing. They'd been trying to list it, sell this property for years actually, but the photos were terrible. It looked like a very bad property, crappy property. But then we realized the location was good. The bones were good, the construction was good, the property was actually making good income, it was just being mismanaged.
Yeah.
So when we realized that, we said like, hey, let's go take a look. We did all the painting, we renewed a lot of the leases, we got 4 new leases signed on the property, and we still got to renew some of the other tenants here. So
why don't you show us inside and let's look at the work you've done inside. Is that cool?
Yeah.
How do they operate as a couple? I mean, who's in charge of what?
First of all, they're a beautiful couple. It's it's a pleasure to work with them. So Amanda is in charge of leasing, property management, and Daniel is in charge of construction management and financing. And so Daniel reports to me, sends me the updates, but Amanda does a really good job of talking to tenants and marketing the property. I haven't heard of this town before this property was presented to me, which is really interesting. I know many towns. I've lived here for 28 years, but Loreto is such a small town. It's very close to Plymouth and Medina. It's surrounded by such great cities that by proximity, it's a really good place to do business.
So one of the things I want our viewers to know is that when you calculate the square footage of the unit in an office building or any building that has common halls and bathrooms, you want to have 2 types of rental rates. You want to have a usable square footage, usable rented square footage, and then you want to be rentable square footage. Okay, so the rentable square footage is what they actually pay for, and usable square footage is what they actually use. Now here's what they say. Well, hold on a minute. This is 20 by 30. It's only 600 square feet. How is it that you're charging me 725 square feet on this thing?
Right.
Dear tenant, I appreciate your question. I think when I first started, I felt that way the same way. I felt the same way. However, you see those hallways right there? You and your tenants, you and your patrons and visitors will use that, right? You're gonna use it or no? Okay.
Right.
Secondly, bathrooms. Bathrooms are specifically made for you. And those bathrooms serve you and other tenants. So these common features would proportionally allocated to each space so that it's fair. Because if I have a 30,000 square foot building and I want to rent based on 30,000 square feet, if I don't include that space, then I have to pay CAM charges, I have to pay utilities on that space and not generate revenue, but it's yours to use.
Right.
And so ultimately, the rentable square footage is 750 because while you're using 600 square feet right here, you're actually also using that space. The circulation in the building is very important, not only for fire purposes, but also for the ability to get in and out offices. So you see how you have to go through somebody's space to go through here? What I would do if we move them out, build a wall and continue the hallway throughout and then put a door there. You will basically remove 4 by 20, 80 square feet from that suite, but you won't have to go, like imagine if I got through that front door and I need to go to the suite. Now I gotta go through their space. Provide internet, make it stupid simple. Make it easy. I walk in, boom, I get in there, that's it. So getting internet done with Starlink would be ideal because you don't have to deal with per wires.
Right.
And then get a guy who does low voltage and have Wi-Fi, create Wi-Fi zones, make sure people can have
Or they just create their own.
I'm telling you, that is a ticket. Why? Because here's what happens. If I'm looking for a space, I walk in, oh nice. I'm gonna work at 5 spaces. How do I make a decision? Make a decision on aesthetics. First of all, price.
Right.
If you don't know all these things that I told you about, you only win on the price. You are the lowest price, so I'll go with you because you're lower priced.
Right.
If you do all these things that I told you, then you compete with other buildings. Most office buildings will provide internet. Most office buildings will look nice, and some won't look nice. But if you don't have to compete on price alone, but you can with convenience, right?
Right.
Like that's where it actually becomes premium.
Right.
So absolutely, and now like replace these lights too.
Yeah.
With like LED. So those are little things that you come in and like by the way, disclaimer. From when I came here before, it looked nasty. It looks good. I like it.
Yeah.
But you guys did good. Let's do it great. And the difference between good and great, 20% price difference. This is difference between $2 million building and $2.5 million building. And we're gonna spend 100 grand more. So who cares? I'm a customer. Replace the receptacles, make them white. Replace the lights. It's a little dim, dark. Artwork, I don't know if it's old artwork. It's old. Remove it, put the new stuff.
Because the guy was moving.
Get all the junk out of here, obviously. This stuff. And then the other thing I would do, potentially, don't kill the messenger, get a 65-inch TV in here.
Yeah.
And with the 65-inch TV, get some kind of a system that I come here with my laptop or iPad, I click a button, boom, I'm there, boom. So TV, $250, $300.
Yeah,
You know,
cheap.
it's already got the thing connected to Wi-Fi, but all of a sudden, it's executive style,
Right.
all done for you. I don't have to worry about it. Warehouse is actually in high demand. So here's what I would do. I would get a quote to install this type of a system.
With the chain link fence.
Chain link fence all the way to the ceiling. And I would get a bid, just go exactly down that line, all the way to the end. Well, you see that right there? Leave that and then just end over there. But we need to figure out something with that door. Or maybe connect it to the unit. But here's what happens, okay? in many of our properties, we've done that in lieu of building walls, which is more expensive. One good thing about these, what you'll be surprised, people will use the space as storage. This stuff costs money, right?
Yeah.
Stuff costs money. And if it's open and there's 5 other people here,
Yeah.
I might be worried, do I have all my stuff or somebody's stealing stuff? So giving him security,
Yes.
costs you $5,000, increase the rent by $200, but then they have a confined space and you know exactly how much
More
they
desirable
pay.
too. Yeah, not everybody who comes here is, you know, it's gonna want
And then
it.
you do the same thing, rentable, usable, add the hallways to
the
each one
hallway.
of them. That's it.
I told Amanda, it's not a full-time job. I said, you guys can handle 4 deals like that per year. So all you got to do is find another one, come to us, fund it, and we'll do another one to the extent that you execute on this deal honestly, fairly, without any drama, and every deal is down payment on the next one. To the extent that you do that, boom, 4 deals. I love you guys. We're making really good return. You love us guys because I'm not only teaching you, but also providing capital and deals. Now, disclaimer, this is not for everybody. If the values are not aligned, if the people have, like most people have this scarcity mindset and they lie. And so I told Daniel, I said, Daniel, you got a lot of money here. Like I don't check on your invoices and stuff, but you gotta be responsible for every penny of the construction budget and operate as if it's your building, your money and everything, as if I am extension of you. If you treat me like that, I treat you the same. That's a golden rule. I will basically give you a $5 million line of credit on the next deal. If you do $5 million deal with me, I'll give you $10 million. If you do a $10 million deal, well, then the rest is history. But the moral of the story is that's how I built my business, is I served my investors and tenants. And there's always going to be bad tenants and there's always going to be problems. And you don't want to bring the problems to your investor because you're running the business. Like in my case, I was Daniel and my investors brought money. Whatever problems I had with building, I dealt with them. We always made profit, but it's all about buying the property correctly in the right area with the right demographics, with the right makeup. And that's what we teach at Value Add Network, is to find the right property in the right area. Once you got the property, fixing it, leasing it, there you need values. There you need integrity, discipline. You need contribution in the way you deal with your tenants. And that's the magic. That's the magic of this whole business.
Did I add value or no?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right.
It's great.
Nice. Always adding value. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. I'm super excited. I'm glad I came to visit it.
Yeah.
I hope I added a little bit of value.
Yes.
And now, if you guys just do that, I think the value of the property will probably be another 10 to 15% better. Plus, we'll have better tenant mix, you know? And so, did a great job. And what do you think you're gonna finish all that work?
Well, now that we have a new list of things to do, thanks to you, probably another 2 months.
2 months.
We're pretty quick. We like to get stuff done. You know, ideally, we
So
want
how
to get
about
these
this?
full and done.
Let's try and finish this project by Labor Day.
We feel pretty optimistic. We've gotten really good feedback, and
That's 6-month turnaround, by the way.
yeah, let's do it.
It's so great to see how my friends, my mentees, just absolutely blossom in this industry. I'm not even talking about financial gain that we both are gonna get from this, but just how happy they are, how the property's improved. I mean, we're doing a really good work here, and it makes me feel excited. All the stresses, sometimes all of the issues that I deal with make it worth it, because this is the impact, right? I'm definitely excited about impacting Amanda and Daniel. And I know that because of the way we operate this business, I want them to go and impact people in a similar way. The abundance mindset, value add approach, always adding value to everything and everyone as they are building their business and improving the lives of tenants and lives of their investors, and improve the cities and municipalities. So very excited. And I'm glad we came to visit. I'll see you next story.